Okay, so here's what's on my mind is obviously Linda and I have a baby on the way. And I feel like the relationship is so important to me with her. Mm-hmm. And I have 2 kids, I've got a job, and I feel like, this is like such a blessing that there's a baby coming, and it's the greatest thing in the world. But of course, I'm just worried with all these obligations and 3 children, and one of them being a newborn, it just moves the relationship down the totem pole. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like, how can we stay connected, keep the relationship important without, obviously, the kids have to come first, So it's just, I worry because the relationship is so special to me, like, what's the way to preserve it? And when I historically have a newborn, I spend 4 years in some vortex just with a baby wrapped around me and not really paying attention to the rest of my life. So I also want to be careful not to do that again.
I have some advice for you.
Okay. Great.
Because I had this same fear, which is why I think for the first 5 years of my marriage, I didn't think I wanted to have a child for this exact same reason. And what some people out there know, and many people probably have forgotten, is that you started this show here called The Talk because when you had your second baby, you started going to a women's group who were having a hard time keeping their lives and their sanity together. Mm-hmm. And you thought, I love this time I have with these ladies in this support group. I want to create that for the show. Why can't you create that with Linda? Meaning, you got to let her know, you got to get out in front of this before it becomes a problem. And you say to Linda, this is my fear. We have to agree that the baby's needs, our kids come first, but we don't put each other last.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, have you told her?
I have told her, and I've said, let's carve time on Sundays where we take a few hours and we keep doing that. But of course, I just know it's tough at the beginning too with nursing and trying to keep up with that. And luckily, she's going to take some time off of work. And, I think there's the practical element of carving out time, and then there's just the fear that it's going to change your dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But don't you think, too, that with this being Linda's first baby, that she is going to be so involved that everything you do will just be done together as a couple?
Yeah.
So you're going down the journey together. And if she's taking time off, which is amazing, because I know she works so hard, and you'll be taking time off, so that is bonding time for the 3 of you.
Right.
Yeah, I just like to be more negative. And
I want to tell you one thing that I really admire about you guys. Because, we work together every day and we hear little moments. What did you do last night? What did you do on the weekend? And I think you guys do this amazing job of carving these moments out for each other. You take these walks together and, I think it's clear that you already make each other such a priority. And not just the big moments like, oh, it was date night, but just, oh, we took a walk to coffee or to brunch. And I don't have kids, but I travel all the time. I'm like on a plane every weekend. My husband and I always get home, first flight out on Sunday, and we spend the whole day together, no phones, no internet. And it will be harder with a baby, but the fact that you already have that in place and you're already going to protect that time for each other is going to be amazing. I think it's really going to help.